Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Rizwan bin Yamislan, and today me, Shakira and Tivia will be presenting for our group's design plan, which is the breakfast, the ultimate meal. So our group consists of the group members that are listed in this slide. Okay, so first of all, in our design plan, the D, which is design behavior, the audience is Malaysian university students, and the issue is generally is breakfast keeping, while specifically is breakfast keeping in Malaysian university students. Okay, so based on the pilot study which is done among university students in Malaysia, we can see that the percentages based on reasons of skipping breakfast, the highest is by oversleeping, which is 34.2%, followed by 32.1%, which is lack of appetite, and last but not least, 11.6% is because of no food access. So next we have 4 potential goal behaviors, which are increasing their breakfast consumption, increasing their physical activity, encourage healthy eating, and last but not least, decrease their intake of processed or fast foods. And then the behavior change goal, we aim for them to increase their healthy breakfast intake 5 times per week, which is 3 days for weekdays and 2 days for weekends. And then for the second one, which is the E, explore determinants of change, we found out for the audience's social cultural environment. So they are most of them are young adults, specifically university students in Malaysian university, consists of Malay, Chinese, and Indian races. Most living far from their family, and they tend to skip breakfast. They also have irregular eating pattern. And for the students that are in the B40 category, most of them are unable to afford healthy breakfast. And then for the audience's assets, we found out that many university students implemented a food bank program with purpose to help the B40 students to afford their to have healthy breakfast. And then every university has an organization that conducted programs regarding nutrition intake to promote wellness and educate students about healthy food intakes. And then for the audience identified motivators, university students said that they will eat healthy breakfast if they know how to manage their meal time, if they have better understanding regarding importance of breakfast, if their friends do so, and if they have money. So for the psychosocial determinants, the first one, we found out that it is outcome expectation in regarding of social. The second one is perceived benefit. The third one, perceived social norms. And last one is perceived barrier. And last but not least, the audience identified facilitators. University students say that they will eat breakfast if the breakfast is easy to be prepared, if they have a variety of food choice, if they receive daily reminder messages on their phone, and if they know where to purchase foods with affordable prices. So for the psychosocial determinants, the first one is behavioral capabilities, which is food preparation skill. The second one is self-efficacy. The third one is self-monitoring. And last one is behavior capabilities.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Rizwan. My name is Nur Shakira Arisa, and I'm going to continue with the step 3 of design procedure, which is select theory and clarify philosophy. So our theory is a combination of two theories, which are social cognitive theory and also health belief model. So as we can see, this is the theoretical framework. The need assessment is divided into motivational determinants and also facilitating determinants. For motivational determinants, we chose one determinants from each theory. So for example, for health belief model, we chose perceived benefits, while for social cognitive theory, we chose outcome expectation social. For facilitating determinants, we chose both determinants from the social cognitive theory, which are behavioral capabilities or food preparation skills and also self-efficacy. So the determinants we chose are: we want to encourage students to know better regarding the importance of breakfast. We want students to eat breakfast at the right time. We also want to enhance students' ability to prepare breakfast, and we want to also enhance and encourage students to explore a variety of food choices during breakfast. So the outcomes are: we want the university students to be able to change and eat breakfast at the right time. We also want to increase the knowledge regarding the importance of breakfast. We also want to enhance their ability to make simple breakfast, and we also want them to explore the various and the variety of food choices during breakfast. So, for the educational philosophy, we chose the compensatory model. The model says that individuals are not responsible for the problems, but are responsible for the solutions. We think this might be that because students sometimes have their own problems to eat breakfast, such as they have less time or less money, or they sometimes know only about the importance of breakfast on the surface level, so they never really emphasize on eating breakfast at the right time and a healthy breakfast. That is why this is our role to assist students to increase their motivation and intention to eat breakfast in a timely and a healthier way. So, for the perspectives of food and nutrition, we believe that university students should eat breakfast timely and acquire the knowledge and skills related to consume them. So the issue of obesity and overweight will not be addressed directly. Instead, we will directly address the motivating and facilitating them towards healthier breakfast. So moving on to the fourth step of design procedure, which is indicate general objectives. The motivational psychosocial determinants, which is perceived benefits, participants will be able to identify the importance of having breakfast. Well, for the outcome expectation social, participants will be able to eat breakfast at the right time. For the facilitating psychosocial determinants, the general objectives for self-efficacy is participants will be able to identify variety of healthy breakfast meals, while for behavioral capabilities or food preparation skills, participants will be able to improve their food preparation and selection skills related to healthy breakfast. Thank you.
Hi, I'm going to continue on the Generate Educational Plan. Okay, I would like to start with Excite. So, the selected determinant was self-efficacy. Strategy is that provide factual knowledge. Specific objective is that student will be more interested in consuming breakfast. Activities is visual materials and also quiz. So as for the visual materials, there will be a video session like tutorial session on how to make a healthy and quick way of breakfast, easy tips and ideas on how to make a healthy breakfast. And as for the ebook content, yes, we're gonna focus on the more on the healthy swap ideas, alternative methods of healthy quick breakfast in the early morning. And there will be a quiz regarding to test their understanding of the students on how far they understand about the ways of making healthy breakfast. Secondly is explain. Selected determinant is perceived benefits. Strategy is that provide information about positive outcome. Specific objective, student will summarize the benefit of taking breakfast. So activities, there are three activities under explain. Firstly, you start with talk session. So there will be a talk more on the importance of having breakfast and the positive outcomes consuming breakfast daily. And there will be educational videos highlighting on the breakfast importance and also the benefits. And also there will be a group discussion at the end of the setting session among the students and also with the presenter. Thirdly is expand. Selected determinant is behavioral capabilities, which is food preparation skill. So the strategy is that to provide simple recipe on how to prepare healthy breakfast. Specific objective is that student will prepare simple breakfast with the balanced nutrient using the healthy ingredients. So the activities is under through expand is showing a recorded video which is food preparation. So there will be videos on how to make a easy breakfast using the healthy ingredients, and then there will be a sharing recipes or will be sharing photos of recipes there together with the guidelines how to make those healthy recipes. quiz session to determine the understanding level, how far they understand and they are able to apply those ideas for making a healthy breakfast. And there will be also a live session through the Google Meet. As for the exit, selected determinant is outcome expectation, which is social. Strategy is that to provide social support. Specific objective is that student will be encouraged to eat their breakfast at the right time from 6:30 a.m. in between to 8:30 a.m. So activities through this exit will be sending a reminder for 1 week, which is 7 days, for the students to remind them for eat breakfast every day in the morning, which is in between the time earlier prior to the breakfast time. And then after that, there are also another activities which is sharing tips for about the breakfast 15 minutes before, especially at night before they go to the bed. Usually the breakfast tips, like for example on how to make easy way, and also other related tips of regarding our breakfast concept, how important is that. And then another activity is that self reminder, which is for the long term one, where will be introducing an app so that they can use that app for most like for long term. So it's like to determine how reminder, it's like a daily reminder for them to set as every morning they're supposed to the student is supposed to take breakfast. So they will be using a kind of apps that are available at the Play Store, so they can download that. So in order to evaluate those outcomes, so we will use the after 1 month as the program. So we'll be using the after 1 month, we will get back to the participants to see whether how regular they are consuming breakfast. So we'll be asking up participants feedback. Okay, next is nail down evaluation plan. So as we can see in the slide, there are general educational objective column, method, and also sample question to evaluate the outcome. So I would like to start with the self-efficacy related determinant. Participant will be able to identify variety of health breakfast meals. So method that we use is that worksheet or quiz to analyze how far they can identify the types of healthy breakfast. Sample question: what is the best combination of breakfast meal below, like milk plus banana or milk plus cereals? Example of question, it's a form of a close-ended written response. Next is perceived benefit. Participant will be able to classify the importance of having breakfast. Survey method will be used to determine how far in terms of rating scale. Example of questions like how important is having breakfast to you? So in the form of rating, not important, important, very important. As for the behavioral capabilities determinant, which is related to food preparation skill, participant will be able to improve their food preparation and selection skill related to the healthy breakfast. So sample questions: do you think preparing healthy breakfast is an easy, quick and simple task? So the rating scale, like not at all easy, somewhat easy, easy, very easy. Okay, and then as for the outcome expectation determinant, which is the social related, so participant will be encouraged to eat breakfast at the right time. Method that use diet recall before and after activity. So as we do for 3 days, any random 3 days, as long which is one is before they attending and attending the activities, and also after that after attending activities. So any random 3 days will be used. An example of question to evaluate the outcome, it's an open-ended questions like at what time do you eat breakfast today? Okay, as for the behavior change goal, the next slide is on behavior change goal. So behavior change goal is our behavior change goal is participant will increase the intake of healthy breakfast at least 5 times per week, which is 3 times weekday and 2 times weekend. So methods that involve photographic food diary, where students, the participant will be take a picture of a snapshot of their breakfast meal daily and send it to the link that given. So sample questions to evaluate the outcome: in last 7 days, how many times did you take breakfast? Okay, and the next table is issue of concern related to obesity, which is method that uses anthropometric sample of measurement. Is that we'll be giving a pre and post assessment. So we'll be asking regarding height and also weight, so to see is there any changes in between their weight. Okay, and the next slide is on process component methods and also sample question. So as for the first one, did you complete your session? So to see the session completion, so we'll use the methods of observational checklist. Sample questions involve how much of the lesson did you complete. The next one also using observational checklist, which is did you follow your plan. So the sample question is which activities were completed, and followed by survey methods, which is asking feedback form. So this one is was the audience satisfaction, to see audience satisfaction level. So questions that ask is that how much did you like the lesson, and then another one is that what did the audience think could be improved. So this is also will be using a survey method form to ask a participant feedback. So do you have any suggestion on how to improve this program in the future? So that's all from our team. Thank you.